So today on my living room table we have another project that I've started. I just barely uploaded all the videos about the Audiolab 8000S. I finished uploading the last videos on talking about the circuit, and I haven't actually changed the capacitors for the Audiolab that I already started on this project. I was very eager to start on it. So what we have is a Technics SL-1300 Mark I. So this was apparently built between 74 to 77, and very well built, definitely. This is all an aluminium or maybe a mix with magnesium, I guess, a chassis. Very well done. The circuitry has things typical from that era where the finishing was slightly different than what we will see 20 years later. As you see, I have here that I'm cleaning the potentiometers. These are the speed potentiometers. Let me turn the camera a little bit to that corner. So I've cleaned them with, first I've cleaned them with deoxit. The standard one, not the fader one. I don't happen to have the fader one for cleaning. The fader one has a little bit more lubrication. It doesn't matter because I did buy specifically for the purpose deoxit lubrication. So this is what you put after you have cleaned with the spray. You can put a little bit of this conductive fluid or lubricant. It also takes care of some of the plastics, rehydrating, which is needed because you have to think that some of these print circuit boards, they are pretty old, so they can become a bit brittle. So a little bit of oil can help them to last a bit longer. And you will see also that I've took off. I bring the camera a bit closer. You will see that I've been starting to lubricate. Actually, I took it off. So they are from these clip rings over here, over here. It's not hard to take apart and then pull it out, cleaning all the old, all the old grease. Very good quality because this turntable is as old as I am, and either somebody took care of the maintenance, that could be that it has been cleaned up, cleaned and lubricated during all these years, possibly, because it was in very good shape. Also, the lubrication was in a fairly good shape. So I took off the gear, the lever, and I've changed the lubrication with new one. I'm using, just in case you are curious, I found on eBay these ProTech RC. This is actually a grease for gears. I happen to have this because it's suitable for nylon, and all these gears are made out of nylon, and you need a type of lubricant that doesn't penetrate in the nylon, and either it swells the nylon and then the nylon will break because of the extra volume, or because of the chemicals it will damage the nylon. This apparently, according to internet, is safe to use with nylon. It's easy to get. It's being used by people that play with RC boats and cars and airplanes, and they use them in the gears. So it leaves a white paste, which maybe cannot be seen as well as that more yellowish that normally is being used in electronics. But yeah, so far I had good results with it. I actually like it so much that I also lubricate the axis equally with that lubrication instead of oil. It's fairly thin. So maybe actually slightly too thin for this application. If you look at these turntables, they tend to have, I'm not sure if it is just because of age that it has gum up a little bit, or that the density that they use is actually slightly higher to last and stay in the places that you want. But well, since this turntable will sit with me, I can always in a couple of years open it up again and check if all the lubrication is in the right places or not. I already took care of the axle, so it has been re-lubricated. I took off the back, cleaned all the oil, took off the gear. There is a gear on the axe that moves this bigger gear. I took the axe via the other side of the turntable, cleaned it all with alcohol and lubricated again with some oil, high performance oil, it says here. Actually, I bought this for a Rega turntable. Rega apparently recommends a slightly more dense oil than what Technics recommend for these turntables, which is more liquid, fine liquid. But in all honesty, so far I haven't seen big problem with using this type of Rega oil in another Technics with a quartz lock mechanism. It was perfectly stable, perfectly spot on the speed. So my feeling is it's good enough, and I cannot buy and I cannot have all the possible oils. As you saw in just a moment, I've already shown you a couple of chemicals that I need to properly repair this turntable. Like I said, I had to clean the potentiometers and then put some of that, I show it again, some of that lubrication for fader and yeah, and all these potentiometers. Technically, because actually right now it's very, how to say this, it moves too easily. With the lubrication it's now too soft. This is not really comfortable to use because as soon as you will touch the potentiometer, it will already change the speed a little bit of the turntable. So there is a video on internet where you see that they actually open the potentiometer by opening the clips. Let me move the camera again. Opening up the clips, you take off the cover and you put fader lubricant, which is like a silicone. Not sure if that silicone, like this lubrication, is also conductive or not. My guess it is, but well, anyway, you have to put that silicone on the right spot, and that will make that it turns a bit more heavy, which is needed because you want to adjust the turntable at a certain speed and you don't want the potentiometer to move further. Now let's dive a little bit into circuitry boards. That is probably my main goal with this video. So you see this is electronics from another area. It's not that somebody has repaired it in a flimsy way. No, actually all the pictures that I saw from this turntable have the components soldered exactly in the same way with this tube here to protect it from touching the circuitry. Okay, some weird choices, but what I want to discuss here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 potentiometers here. Well, I don't know if you call them all potentiometers. I've lubricated and